How we doing, everybody? I'm in a place that no one likes to be, surrounded by trees. About 130 yards away from the green, on the right side of the fairway, and some trees here. And I want to talk to you about using your thought process correctly when you're in a tough situation. Obviously from here, the pin and green are right behind that tree. And I have the ability to work the ball around it. But from this area with these leaves and this rough and the conditions that there are, it is a risky shot. So I want to talk about 3 options that I have from right here, and we'll go through each one of them. The first one is going to be the most conservative one. If I look over to this side over here, the fairway is right there. So I have a wedge in my hand, okay? I'm going to pick out a place probably about maybe 20 yards in front of me here at the most, and think in terms of a chip shot, and just chip this ball out into the fairway. That would give me about 100, 105 yards into the green. So let's go ahead and try to execute that shot. Once again, right through that tree is where the pin is. So I'm going out to the left in the open area and just trying to get a ball somewhat in play. And the goal here is not to do anything miraculous. It's to get the ball in the fairway, to have the distance in my head in relation to how far I want to hit this. Keep it below the trees, but I'm not trying to get a hole-in-one from this position. I want to get it in play so that my next shot is a fairly easy one, okay? So, open gap there, high percentage shot, hitting it just like a chip shot, about 20 yards. Okay, that turned out to be pretty good, right in the fairway with a clear shot into the green. Okay, so now, there is a pretty big gap here, and I know that I have more room. I don't have to go as far out to the left, and I can be a little more aggressive in relation to this gap, focusing on just the right half of it and taking this side out of play. So I'm going to grab my 8-iron, and I'm going to get a little more aggressive in relation to that line. And we're going to aim a little bit more in relation to the closer side, not the wider side, and see if we can advance a little bit further. I'm not trying to get it on the green once again, but I am trying to make sure that I get this in a position where I'm a little closer, maybe have a half a wedge in my hand rather than a full shot, and maybe my percentage goes up on the next shot. So let's pull another ball over here, and I'm going to be a little more aggressive, but I do not expect to hit the tree with this particular shot. So slightly different angle. And I'm still thinking in terms of abbreviated or chip shot, thinking more about maybe 60 yards here. All right, I didn't hit it the best, but it's in a great position, and it's in the fairway once again, okay? So now, those two put me in play, put me in a position where maybe I can get the next shot on the green and maybe can make my par. But can I be a little more aggressive? Yes. And I'm making that determination by what's around the green, the trouble that may be on the left side. I say that because I'm thinking of hitting some type of cut that starts this way and works back towards the hole, okay? Difficult shot, high risk, high reward. I'm going to advance it a little bit further along, and we'll see what happens here. But when I make this decision, I know the risk, so if I don't pull it off, I need to be okay with the result. And if I am going to be angry with the result, then I suggest taking somewhat of a conservative approach to these types of shots. High percentage, put yourself back in play, and it makes golf a little bit easier. So with my 6-iron here, I'm going to start it out straight and really try to curve this ball around this tree. Okay, let's see what happens. Starting it out to the left and really trying to have, quite the turn to this shot. So I do that by having my club face aimed sort of where I want it to go, my body aimed out to the left of that, and let's see what happens. And that turned out to be a pretty good shot. It didn't get onto the green, but it got up there close enough that now I'm looking at more of a chip shot, and it was a well played shot. So I'm happy with the result. The whole thing is here, take your time to think about the shot that you're trying to hit. If it is a medicine, take your medicine punch out shot, make sure you're thinking about your distance and executing that shot correctly. Don't blast it through the fairway or accidentally hit it too heavy and not get it into the place that you want it. And if we are being aggressive, make sure that we're okay with the result, and only do that when you know why you're doing that. To catch that opponent, to maybe change the dynamic of your round. But we have to be okay with the outcome if it's a positive one or if it's a negative one. So give that a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.